broadcast team has been tasked to answer this question for the month of September. Why is joy important and how do you find it? Hi, I'm Joel Sweeney. And I think joy is very important because if we're living joyful lives, we're living satisfied lives. So the follow-up to that, of course, is how do we find joy? How do I find joy? Well, I thought about this, and I think that we find it in a variety of ways, but I'll cite a couple just as examples. I think we find joy in the relationships that we have, the relationships with family, our relationships with friends, our relationships with colleagues. We find joy in our children. We find joy in our grandchildren. Those kinds of relationships are important, but there are other ways that we find joy as well. And I think we find joy by fulfilling our life's purpose, by being passionate about what it is that we're doing, who we're doing it for, and how we do it. So I think there's a lot of satisfaction, a lot of joy that comes along with those kinds of situations. And it's very important that we capitalize or maximize on them, that we're in tune with them. Sometimes the question would be posed of, well, I'm passionate about what I do. Why am I not experiencing the joy that I need to, that I feel should come with it? And I would suggest that just being passionate is not enough. We can be passionate about something that may not necessarily be fulfilling our life's purpose. And I think that kind of got to go hand in hand to really realize full joy, to realize joy from that particular effort. So I think it's a couple of areas, and probably there's more than what I've just referenced here. But I think the relationships that we have with all the individuals that make up a part of our lives, and then living a fulfilled life, a life of purpose, a life where we know that we're making a difference to the world. And I believe that each and every one of us has a contribution to make. So it's really important that we make that contribution. I have a quote that I use quite frequently: what we do is of little significance, but it is very important that we do it. And sometimes we can dismiss our contribution as being trivial, yet I maintain that it is very important that we do it. So keep those things in mind. And yes, be passionate about what you're doing, but be passionate about doing something that fulfills your life purpose. And draw upon the joy that comes from that, as well as the joy that comes from the relationships of the people that you have around you. That's your tip for this month. Now go out and make your voice heard.